Hi, my name is Michael Shea, and this is the second in a series of compassion videos. The previous video, the first video, I showed you some basic embryology and some basic anatomy of the human heart. And now I would like to, starting with this particular video, show you, or be with you actually, with some skills in order to deepen your relationship with your own heart and vascular system. Why is this important? These skills are known to develop accurate empathy and increase compassion, to change brain structure, and to reduce the amount of fear that is produced in the brain, and to increase the amount of warmth, well-being, and happiness felt throughout the body. I like that. So let's begin. The first thing I'd like to do is just take a few moments, as I usually do in class and with my clients, and just simply do a body scan. So if you're sitting there, or even if you're standing there watching this video, take a few moments to simply sense your feet, your legs, your pelvis. And now I'm up to my trunk, so sensing your abdomen, sensing your rib cage. Notice your breath. Sensing your shoulders. Sometimes you can feel the rise and fall of your shoulders as you breathe in and out. Sensing your arms. Sensing your skin all the way down to the tips of your fingers. And now sensing the skin of your neck, your face, the skin around your ears, your scalp. So it's always important at the beginning to do a brief body scan to get a sense of your whole body at the level of the surface of the skin as much as possible. And don't worry if you can't feel your whole body, or there seems to be gaps missing between your knee or your pelvis. The whole is distinguished by your sensibility of attempting to sense it. The gaps are part of the whole. So include the gaps, include the fragments. They're simply a part of the whole. The second part of this practice, after we do the body scan, is to tune in to the movement and activity of your breathing. So for me, as I sit here now, as I'm speaking with you, at the same time I'm tracking the movement of my respiratory diaphragm. Simply sensing the entire circumference of my diaphragm around the costal arch, around the floating ribs and back. That life-giving breath coming in. The breath that fills the lungs, the breath that goes into our bloodstream, the breath that goes into the bloodstream and then into the heart, and then from the heart through the rest of the body. So the diaphragm in your breath is very intimately connected to your heart. So in this practice, the last part is simply to be able to feel the movement and activity of your heart. So I'm going to close my eyes for a moment. I invite you to close your eyes. You can keep them open if you wish. Closing the eyes allows you to give a little bit more focus to the area in the center of your chest, right in back of your sternum, and right above your diaphragm. and there should be a pulsation. Perhaps it's a pumping motion. Perhaps it's the beating of a drum. Perhaps it's the surging of the life-giving waters in the blood of life. Perhaps it's just a thump, thump, thump. But nonetheless, without any thoughts or images, any ideas, the simple act of sensing the movement of your heart can have a profound impact and change the structure of your brain. Now, I know some of you might be sitting out there and you're going, well, I can't feel my heart beating. Then I would recommend taking your pulse at your radial artery or your carotid artery in your neck. Just sit there and feel your pulse. So, you can do it here at the carotid, or you can do it down at the radial artery right here. And just take time to tune into that pulsation. And I'm willing to bet that many of you, even if you can't feel your heartbeat, in the middle of the night when you get up to use the bathroom, sometimes you can feel your heart pounding. Or sometimes when you just wake up in the middle of the night from a dream, you can feel your heart pounding. That's the time. That's the time to lay there in bed and just feel your heart moving, feel it beating. And what I recommend for this practice, because it's easiest to do it in the middle of the night. I also do it when I'm treating clients. But what I do recommend is that if you have learned a poem or a prayer by heart, that you recite this prayer or poem non-verbally to the rhythm of your heartbeat. I do that every night. And I have found that it has greatly reduced the fear and anxiety that I used to lead my life with. So this will be the end of our second video on compassion.